Okay, good evening, everyone. We will be talking tonight about our back to church plan with the COVID-19 readiness team. You can go to the next one, B.
Oh, sorry.
So this here is our cards that we will have. It's the NDFC returning to church plans, which includes the following. We have made 5 major adjustments. Our first adjustment is that we will be passing out survey cards in the parking lot and or as people enter the building. The next thing that we will do is take the temperature of our attendees as they enter the building. The next thing is asking all to use sanitizer as they enter the building. We will be posting signage around the building to assist in communicating NDFC's expectations of visitors and members. And the last thing is church seating and overall adjustments with prayer, the Lord's Supper, baptism, and also mic sharing. Okay, so these are the survey cards when members or visitors enter the church. We will be asking them the following questions, which is if you or your family members answer yes to the following questions for your and our safety, we ask that you return home until your condition changes. The first question is, have you or your family member tested positive for COVID-19 in the past 14 days? The next one is, have you or a family member been in contact with anyone who tested positive for COVID-19 in the last 14 days? And the last one is, are you feeling under the weather today? And we will also add the one, have you traveled within the last 14 days to Louisiana? Because that's one of the states that you have to quarantine for 14 days after you come back. I just want to add on this part for the First Touch Ministry and also the ushers, the people that will actually be at the front of the church when we have to pass out the cards. I would just suggest like being overly kind, because some people will take it as like, why are they asking me all of these questions? Why are they taking my temperature? So that will be a plus, to be overly nice to them. Just let them know, just for our safety and your safety, we want to make sure that we're prepared when you come into the sanctuary and we're taking all precautions. The next is the temperature log that we will be doing. We went back and forth, the COVID-19 readiness team, back and forth just to see if we should actually take temperatures prior to people coming into the service. And we finally came to the conclusion that that's the best practice, that we take all temperatures prior to them coming into the church, because that's one of the red flags with COVID-19. If you have a temperature, and that will just let us know if they do have a temperature at that time, whoever is taking their temperature would ask them, very nicely, um, not out to make them feel any type of way, but just to say, again, for our safety and your safety, we will ask that you will return home at this time. The next one is sanitizing your hands. We cannot express this enough, with washing your hands as much as possible. Try not to touch your face, try not to touch your mouth. Those are some things that just need to be in practice, like sanitize your hands very, very often, because when you touch a doorknob, when you open the doors, those are places where COVID-19 is common in those areas. So just sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. These are the signs that will be posted on the door as you enter the sanctuary, and also signs that will be posted on the restroom doors. And the first one is, attention, wash hands in, wash hands out, open the door with a paper towel on the way out. And for that sign, we will have trash cans outside of the restrooms, where once they touch and turn the knob, that they can put it in the trash there. The next one is just letting all visitors and members know that as you come in, you have to sanitize your hands, your temperature has to be taken, and also you have to sit with your family. So that will be another big thing for the First Touch and the ushers as well, to let them know when they come in that they have to sit with their family. And like I say, just be as kind and compassionate as possible. This is the seating arrangements that has been made. If you see to the right and the left, is you can have a family of 5. In the middle, the rows have been taken out, so it's a family of 4. And also, if it's individuals coming in, that it's also chairs that will be lined on the outside. That's also in compliance with the social distancing, which is the 6 feet apart. These are some other things that we will be using, which is the Lord's Supper. We will no longer do the where we actually do it ourselves. It'll already be pre-packaged, and the juice will already be there. The wafer on top, you just have to open for the wafer and also for the juice, and then it will be disposable. The next thing is we have a fogger and a mister, which we will mist the church after each service, just to make sure that we're getting all the germs out. The next thing is the hygiene mic covers. Um, Prayer warriors, even if people are coming up to do the welcome or to do offering, this will be a big thing to make sure that you switch the mic covers. So everyone will have a mic cover. If you deal with the mic, that you use a mic cover prior to using the mic, and that's just an extra precaution as well. We actually had a service this past Friday where they used those, and it was really, really good. Our other accommodations at this time, we will continue to have adult Bible study virtually for now, and that's just to decrease us over sanitizing the church. The kids and teen church will also continue to be done virtually, because we want to try to decrease as much cross contamination as possible with the kids. So we'll continue to do the kids and teen church virtually for now. The last thing is the baptism. If anyone wants to get baptized, it will only be for one household at a time. If it's 3 people in that household, those people will be baptized on that day. If it's another family, they will be baptized the following Sunday. The reason is the virus can remain on metal like 2 or 3 days. So you don't want to cross contaminate with people getting in and out of the water and also touching the side of the baptism pool. So that's just another precaution that we have made. Um, just to let you know that some of these are temporary adjustments, except for the Lord's Supper. Bishop has decided that we will continue to use that method with the Lord's Supper because it's just easier.